Next up on the Straight Up R&D Podcast.
She invests in all that, right? In your idea. Are you giving her a seat at the table? Like, y'all making decisions together with the company? Like,
no.
But I'm just saying, but if she invests, she's going to feel like, all right.
Yeah, but no, she's not investing in your company. She's investing in you.
Yeah, you're going to be using that money for this damn company.
Yeah,
so
no.
she's going to be basically, an investor. Like, all right, how's things going over there? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I don't like how you did that last week. Maybe we should change it up this week. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but then that's how the vision get blurred because it's not her idea. You know what I'm saying? It's not her idea. So what I'm trying to say is look at it vice versa as well. A man's taking, you sit at the table with a woman, you invested in her.
Yeah.
All right? All this love shit is being covered by money. All right? Let's be real about it. Let's be fucking real.
Yo, what's up, y'all?
What's good, everybody?
Welcome to another episode 41 of the Straight Up R&D Podcast.
Yes.
So I'm your host, D.
And I'm Rich.
And you already know, in case you're new here, just want to let you know the slingo. We love the support. Please like, comment, subscribe, but we don't give a fuck about your opinion. Only the truth is spoken here.
That's a fact.
And my truth is my truth. Your truth is your truth. Rich truth is rich truth. All right?
That's it. You know, on the Straight Up R&D Podcast, we're going to give it to you real raw, uncut, straight up, with opinions based on motherfucking facts.
Facts.
All right? And the number one rule on this podcast is we don't give a fuck about your feelings. You can keep that to yourself, but we're going to talk them facts. All right? So let's jump right into it. Now, should a man be comfortable with asking a woman for money?
Fuck no. Like, no. Me personally.
Why?
Me personally, I don't like asking people for anything unless I really have to, right? But if I have a girl and if I'm in the position where I'm asking for money, that means there is no other choice. That means I have exhausted all of my options. I have tried to do everything in my power to get this money. But if I have to ask her, you know how emasculating that is, bro?
Yo, there's this meme. It was like, yo, can I get your purse so I can buy you something for Christmas?
Now there are some people like that too, yo. There's some people like crazy. That. And you know, another reason is, look, two things. You don't ever ask a woman for money and don't ever ask a woman to move in with her. Because she's going to have that type of control over you. If you live in her house, what can you do? You're going to have to follow her rules. And she's going to be like, oh, do this, that, and the third. Or if you asking her for money, she's going to have complete control over you. Like, no, grind for yourself and find a different route to get that money. But to ask her for money, man, nah, I don't want to ask a woman for nothing. I don't want to have to need a woman. I want a woman, but I don't want to have to need her to the point where I'm asking you for money now on a weekly, monthly, whatever basis. Nah, I'm good. I'm super good.
Damn, because look at it. What if you were trying to build something, like, and you need a little capital to help you, you know, achieve that? You still gonna ask her, or you're not gonna ask her for?
Well, find a different way. Get a business
$500 a month. You know what I'm saying?
Get a business loan. Get something. Cause me personally too is like, look, my business. This is mine. I don't want my woman involved in that in any way. You know what I mean? Like, I want her to be far away from that. You know, I'm bringing home the money. You're reaping the benefits of me with this business, but I don't want you involved in any way. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if I'm starting a business, I feel like she should be separated from that. I don't want your opinion on anything. Not saying that she probably doesn't know stuff, but it's just like, I'm not looking for your opinion on anything. I don't want you to decide anything about my business. This is my shit.
So you're not gonna take no advice. Is that what you're saying?
If it's something that maybe it's a field that she's good in, like I don't know, like say if she went to school for a certain degree and then her opinion is valued, I'm like, all right, let me ask her to see if she knows a workaround with this or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to be seeking your opinion on it, and it's just because I just don't want you to have to worry about it. Like, this is my business, and if I fail, I fail. If it goes up, you're gonna reap the benefits, but I just don't look for a woman for anything. Mm. So that's just my mindset. Mm. So but I'm just gonna find another way. But if I do, that means I've exhausted every option. It's like, damn, let me see if she's gonna give me this 500.
So you're saying, like, until you did everything in your power to achieve or whatever it is, so you don't have to ask her for $1. Like, that's when you hit rock bottom, and then okay, I have to go and ask her.
Yeah,
and are you approaching that out of shame or like
shit? Probably. Like, but it's just not even that too. It's just like I want my woman to depend on me, not for me to depend on her. Mm. So. Not saying that, a woman don't help her man when he's in need. You know what I mean? But I don't want her to look at me like, oh, he's going to ask for something what he wants now. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want her to depend. I want her to depend on me. I don't want, for me to depend on her for stuff. So that's why. And again, it's not only with a woman thing. I'm just like this with a lot of shit too. Like, I don't go to my parents for nothing unless, if I could work it out myself, I'm going to do it myself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's just a pride thing with me. Like, it's not only, like I said, not only my woman, I'm just like that with a lot of shit.
So it's more like on the aspect of, being self-made.
Yeah, basically.
You did it yourself, and, you can't only blame yourself if you fail.
That's it. Right? Nobody could take it away from me. Nobody could say, oh, I help you with that. I'm like, no, I did this. I'll make a decision on this, and it is what it is. Next thing you know, say if she starts to invest money, and say if I start a company and she invests a good amount of it, y'all don't work out. Now she's like, oh, I want my share of the company. I want this. I want that. Mm. Like, I met a guy. Well, I don't know if the woman invested in his company, but he was working at a retail store. And, have a casual conversation like, oh, what did you do before? He had his own company. And then he like, yeah, I got divorced and my wife took the company. So now he's,
damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that. I'm not saying she gave her money to start it, but I'm just like, I think about shit like that. Like, damn, what if she puts money in this company and next thing you know, it don't work out? She's like, hey, this shit actually mine because I helped fund it the beginning of this company. Mm-hmm. I don't know, that's just shit that goes through my head. But yeah.
But shit, even if you were married and then after you start the business, she still get half.
Yeah, she said shit all.
So at the end of the day, you're gonna even be more tight because it's like she ain't even put $1 in, and she still got something out of it. She wasn't what you shooting in the gym. I think that's just the term. Yeah. She wasn't what you shooting in the gym. For me, should a man be comfortable asking a woman for money? He should not be comfortable. Like, you shouldn't be comfortable asking a woman for money. But I think, if it's, this is your woman, this is your ride or die, and you're trying to achieve something, and, obviously, if she can help you or shorten your plan by 5 years, then sure, why not? As long as you're not asking her and taking this money to go out to the club or buy a car. You know what I mean? Like, trying to flex in Dubai. Like if it's like a legit thing that is for, the benefit of your relationship or your future in terms of your future together as a family, or let's say, this is your girl, y'all got engaged, and you want to start a company. open a barbershop. Let's say open a barbershop, right? You need some capital to do that. And it's like, yo, want to have something for ourselves, ba-da-da. And I'm trying to raise up, save a lot of money, pay for these loans, da-da-da. Could you help me out with that? Because it's not only you're benefiting from it yourself, she's also going to benefit from that. Mm-hmm. Because it's something for the benefit of the family or just your relationship. So I think, at some point she can help out and get you started. And then as a responsible person, you can say, yo, like, you good now. Like, I don't need you to help me anymore. You know what I mean? And then from there, you kind of repay her in the sense that, you're taking care of her or your business idea is going better than expected. And, like, kind of alleviate something on the back end. Because one thing I see is that, like, when people start dating and you jump into meeting someone, you're trying to find out what the other person has. Yeah. Right? Like, what do you have going on? And, women typically want a man that has something going for himself. Mm-hmm. Now, there's a very fine line now. Because let's say she likes the dude, right? Attracted to him. Mm-hmm. But now she's trying to find out what he's about. And he doesn't have anything. But he tells her, yo, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to start a business, whatever, right? He sells her the dream, right? Mm-hmm. Now, is that woman going to invest in him?
But damn, if they get to know each other, though?
No, after this, okay, let's say, but I guess I'll do it in stages. The first date, they talking, and he's telling her, hey, I got this idea. Make this business, this product, this item, this phone, whatever. It's going to blow up, but, I'm still working hard and trying to achieve it. If she can be like, yo, I see a potential in that. Seems like a nice guy, whatever. You continue dating him, right? You get to the next stage. Let's say this is like 8 months later. You're still talking to him. Female decides, yeah, I want to be with this guy. Boom. They're in a serious relationship. Dude is loyal, faithful. He doesn't cheat. He's always hanging out with her. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then at a year and a half later, he's really at the point where now he needs the funding, right? Y'all still together. Everything is going good. Gucci, gravy, you know what I mean? You're in love, right? Dude is thinking about proposing to you, right? Boom, he proposes to you at the 2-year mark, right? Okay. Then he's at this point, now he's like, yo, I'm going to need some funding. Like, if you could give me $500 a month or like, take out a loan for me or something. I feel like at that point, given that this woman should know what this guy's about by now, why wouldn't you invest? That's your future right there. Why wouldn't you invest into him, right? Like,
that's hard, bro. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but all right, so let me ask you this. Say she invests in all that, right? In your idea. Are you giving her a seat at the table? Like, y'all making decisions together with the company? Like,
no.
But I'm just saying, but if she invests, she's going to feel like, all right.
Yeah, but no, she's not investing in your company. She's investing in you.
Yeah, you're going to be using that money for this damn company.
Yeah,
so
no.
she's going to be basically, an investor. Like, all right, how's things going over there? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I don't like how you did that last week. Maybe we should change it up this week. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but then that's how the vision get blurred because it's not her idea. You know what I'm saying? It's not her idea. So what I'm trying to say is look at it vice versa as well. A man's taking, you sit at the table with a woman, you invested in her. Yeah. All right? All this love shit is being covered by money. All right? Let's be real about it. Let's be fucking real. All this love shit is being covered up by all of the love shit is being covered up by money. You have to spend on her, right? You invest in her, right? Let's say, look, you invest in her. You take her out, trips, clothes, rings, all of this shit, all the shit that she want. And then she fucking cheats on you. Then she breaks up with you. Then you leave. Then she leaves you. Well, you getting your money back? You gonna go back to the other dude and be like, yo, I'ma still need a hit because like I done spent like 10 bands on her already, so like I still got a piece of that. No, you don't. Men don't get anything out of a woman other than love. Like that's all you get. You're paying for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Go ahead.
So if I'm paying for love, right? Because I'm the man. I don't like, I'm self-made. I got a backbone. I don't need a woman to pay my bills or whatever. Like, but if I ask her like, yo, I have this idea and, I need some additional capital to help me. That doesn't mean I'm not going to still take you out and do all that. But I say, yo, I need X amount of money to help me propel myself and my business for this idea I have. Mm-hmm. If she doesn't want to invest in me, then what are you here for? What do you want?
Okay, so now let me ask you this. Now, say if she gives you the money, shit doesn't work out. What happens then?
That's the risk you take with business. That's just the same shit. You invest in her and she cheat on you. She leaves you. What are you gonna do?
No, you're right. You're not wrong. But I'm just saying, you don't think now. And I guess it depends on how much money she's invested. Like, I get like, all right, how much money do you think she would need to invest in you to feel like finish it to like really pop off or to start making some movement?
I mean, like it all depends on the type of business you're trying to run, right? And again, I said $500 a month for 2 years.
Okay.
Right? So you're doing that, like after the 2 years, like you don't have to pay anymore, and the guy's gonna still be there. And let's say his dreams fail. Your woman should be at your side when you fail. If she leaves you, I'm like, oh, you stole money from me, and the whole thing was because I'm giving you money and it didn't work out. You told me it was gonna work and it didn't work. I feel like I was robbed. So the whole relationship was just based off what you, the female, can get out of him. That means you didn't love him. Right? Because whether or not that's like saying you get married, right? Everything's going smooth and you lose your job. And then you all of a sudden you can't find a job. Then your woman's like, yeah, I'm filing for a divorce because you're not work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For that instance, that's why I'd be like, all right, then it's fine for the woman to pick up the slack until the man finds another job. So, all right, say if it doesn't work out, right? And she said, hey, I invested in this in you because I thought it was gonna work out. Can I get some of my money back? Or what if she asks? Like, what would you say?
So wait, we still hold on. So we're still together, and she asked me back for the money,
or at least for a portion of the money.
She can't get that back, bro. You can't get it back.
But I'm just saying, you see like how it could potentially go.
No, I absolutely see how it could go, but at the end of the day, it's I bought you that Louis V handbag. Can I get it back?
Shoot, some people do ask for it back.
But all right, some people do.
See Quavo, he took that car one time.
Yeah, because he's a dumbass. He's a dumbass. So at that point, what the fuck you asking for a car back, bro? You done spent the money, you spent the bread. That is what it is, But I can't go and ask you to give me the Louis V bag, get the money back, and then pay you back the money and be like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't say, give me back everything I bought for you, and then that makes us even. No. Because then, again, what is she giving you? Other than love that's supposed to be between the both of y'all, right? That's a mutual thing. You're supposed to both have that. Other than that, what is she giving you? You can't say she gave you a kid because she wants a kid too. She can't. She can't say she gave you a family because she wanted a family too. It takes two to make a family. It takes two to have a child. So what is this woman giving you? And all you're doing is providing for her. What is she giving you?
You know what I'm saying?
She ain't giving you nothing, bro. The only thing you get is stress, bro.
Now look, I know there are women out there who absolutely have no problem investing in their man's ideas And yeah, I have no problem. But I'm looking at it too, like, if I want to start a business with my wife, then yeah, we definitely go half on that. But it's something I want to do. If she offers the money, I'll probably think about it. Like, if she say, like, oh, this idea you have is really good, like, I'll be willing to help invest. I'll think about it. I'll probably accept it, but I'll think about it. But it's just the way I'm thinking about it. Like, if I have this idea, I'll probably see, like, all right, how can I fund this first before I just go off asking her for money? Mm-hmm. But I see your point is, too, is like, all right, I invested in you, you invest in me also. So, yeah, like, there's really no wrong answer. It's just
I mean, it's preference or perspective, you could say, but I still feel like women have to bring something to the table.
Oh, of course. They gotta bring something.
Like, then what does a woman bring, you know? And I'm not trying to shade women out there, but, you know, think about it. You go, a female goes on a date, a man goes on a date with a woman. He's looking at her as his future, right? And I don't know. For me, I would look at a woman as, you know, to have a family, to love, to be with someone to my last day, right? But like, what is she looking at in me, right? Is there, she wants stuff or whatever I have can improve her life, or maybe she's one of those women that have all the money, or she's set and she don't need a man to provide for her, right? Then at that point, she's looking at me for more than just my money. What can I give her back? Okay, love. That's something we both gonna get. Family, we both gonna get. But like, she's gonna want some sort of security, you know, structure, or, you know, a masculine figure in her life, right? Like, I feel those things are kind of, you know, common of what a woman looks for, you know.
But you said it should be more.
But it should be more. So if it is, hey, I need you to invest in me, and if I fall, you got to be there with me too.
Well, yeah, that's what marriage is. Like, when I'm up, you up. When I'm down,
we down,
and we figure it out together.
Yeah, or if you see me going down, you help me out.
Yeah, this is other video. I don't know if it's viral, but, you know, I came across it. This woman was like, her husband got laid off, and when he said, "Hey, can you pay the bills this month, or pay the bills until you find a job?" She filed for divorce. She was like, "I told him when we got married, I want to be provided for, and I want a provider. But he got laid off from his job, and I'm married. You can't pick up the slack, you know." Until
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So from that standpoint, it's like, all right, then you literally have no choice.
He picked the wrong woman.
He picked the wrong woman. You don't have no choice, and shit, I don't even think that's something you should have to ask for. Like, a woman should be like, all right, well, you know, till you find your job, I'll hold this down. You held me down, I'll hold you down. Oh, man. And she was on Joe Rogan. I can't remember her name, but I feel like y'all will know who I'm talking about. Her husband supported her, this woman, this comedian, her husband supported her and her kids, provided for her all throughout the years while she was working on a comedy career. It wasn't going anywhere. She finally got a big break. Finally, you know, started making like a lot of money. She told her husband, "Go quit that job. I'm going to support this household now since you did it for 30 plus years. You broke your back. You took me and my kids in. Now."
Oh, so she had kids before.
Yeah, so he supported her kids, and then they had kids together. And she like, he didn't ask for nothing back. He 100% provided. But now her career kicked off. You know, he retired. She like, all he do now is just clean the pool at the house.
Damn, that's a
real one.
That's a good trade off right there.
That's a real one. So it's like, you had me when I was down, and now since I'm up, I got you. And that's how relationships should be. So yeah, so it's really that's how it should be, man.
No, and I like that, and that's, you know, I think even if the roles were reversed, you know, if you're a man, and we talked about this last episode, like, you know, the ambition of a woman. It's like, okay, either if I'm working and you saying, oh, I want to do this, or she has a vision of her own, obviously I'm going to help her with that, you know? And,
Yeah.
you know, especially after we have kids and she has to take time off or whatever it may be. It's like, you know, I invest in her because I know investing in her is going to be a betterment of me as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm going to see that directly. I'm going to feel that. I'm going to live that. I'm going to see it. So I think, you know, women should also think about investing in a man. You know, now, obviously, you don't go investing in some dude that you know for 2 months, right? You know, throwing away your whole life savings and believe in nonsense. And these people are not about what they speak. That's dumb. You see all these women that go to Africa and India and all these places, and they lie to them and tell them all this craziness, and they end up draining their bank accounts and taking all their money and
that's true.
Flopping and all that on everything that they said. It's like, yo, you got to use more common sense. It's like now you got to take a businesswoman approach. Like, okay, put the love aside. Let's talk business, right? I'm only helping you because I love you, but, you know, does it make sense? Right? And that's, as a man, you got to have your pitch. You know what I'm saying? Because, shit, if she was telling me some nonsense, I'm like, yo, that don't make no sense. You know? And I think that's one thing I noticed that some women don't like to hear. Like, if you challenge them on something, right? It's like, oh, you don't want to support me. You don't want to do whatever it is that I my dreams or whatever I have. It's not that. You go to, you watch Shark Tank. You can have the best idea in your head, right? You sit in front of those 4 people, they'll tear your shit up.
Oh my God, yo. I watched some of the clips on them, nigga. I watched some of the clips on them, bro. With this little hand. I watched some of the clips on them, bro. They be going in. They will tell you, your idea is stupid. It makes no sense. It gets crazy. It gets crazy on that show.
So I feel like, you know, women also got to know how to take constructive criticism, right? So you tell me the idea, I'm gonna rip it up. I think that's fair. Like if you give me an idea and the first thing that comes out of my mouth is, oh yeah, that's good, you should do it. Yeah, it's perfect. I'm not being real with you, bro. I'm not being real with you. That's fake.
At least just ask questions like I could say like, yeah, that's a good idea, but how do you plan on funding it? What do you plan on? It depends on the idea. You just got to ask all these follow-up questions.
All these questions. If I'm really
if you have
invested,
a plan.
Exactly. If I'm really invested in you, like I'm gonna be like, and if I'm really invested in you and I really care about you and I want you to succeed, I'm gonna find something wrong with what you have. There's no way somebody's gonna come approach me, and it has happened with business ideas, and I don't rip it up, and I don't be like, yo, this doesn't make sense. I have even had friends that I've given ideas to, and they're like, oh yeah, sure, I guess it could work. I was like, all right, so, you know, that's it. There's no feedback. Like, tell me something. Like, don't say, yeah, it's good and walk away. At the end of the day, I know, like, okay, this person don't give a shit. You know, about me or the shit that I want to do, and I left it at that.
Just call me once it blows up.
Yeah, you know, let me know when it blows up. You're like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. When it blows up, you gotta go on the VIP. You gotta go on the line and pay for VIP. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna be free.
I knew him since day one.
Like, I knew when you told me this idea. Get the fuck out of here. You didn't want to help me. But yeah, dude, it's when you know, my female asks me that, I'm gonna drill in so hard as if it was mine. Mm-hmm. So that way, when I know
you want it to work,
yeah, when I know that I'm investing into something that I feel confident in as well, right? And she's gonna be with me if she feels confident in me. I don't, unless she's a woman that's just trying to get a free meal from a date. That's different.
Yeah.
But if a woman really wants to be with you, she feels kind of confident with you. I would at least like to say, if you have a girlfriend or you're engaged or married, the person is confident in you. To an extent.
To an extent.
Levels of it. But Yeah, I guess that's my thought. My long soliloquy about that.
Yeah, you know, and it makes sense. Like I said, it's really no right or wrong way to go about it. It's just, it's really dependent on the woman you have too. So like, I guess if you with a woman who you know will hold you down, then you probably be like, you know what? I know how she feels about me. She's a great woman. I can ask her for the money and like, she won't throw it back in my face type shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Or shame me for it. But if you with a woman and you feel a type of way to ask them for that money, maybe you should start reevaluating that woman. Because I know I can go to my wife and ask her for it if I want to. I'm just stubborn. But yeah, so
you know, it actually made me think. There's a show, Insecure. I don't know if you watched it with Issa Rae.
She watched. I know. Watched it.
Yeah. So that shows a perfect example of what I just said. And now that I think about it, because she was with a dude, and he was trying to start some app or create some app or some shit, and he didn't have a job, right? But he was living with his girl in her house, eating her food while she out at work. You know what I mean? And you know, he just there. And long story long, like at the end, they done broke up. All that she moved on to like 3 other dudes, but still couldn't find like a legit man. He went on, found the woman, you know what I'm saying, but he still loved her, the first girl, and having a kid, right, with this other girl, but like he became successful.
Patience.
He had his business. These dudes making bread. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. So what happened? How did she end up feeling?
So I don't want to give the whole ending of the show. It's a really good show. Shout out to Issa Rae on that show. That shit was. If you should watch it. If you didn't watch it, it shit was good. It was good.
I'll start it.
So yeah, I mean, that shows, you know, like you said, patience, investing. She didn't really invest or believe in him, and then boom, he blew up. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But
patience, y'all.
you know, that's one thing a lot of people don't have, you know, or can see or understand somebody's vision. But is a woman more likely to be a stepmother than a man is to be a stepfather?
I want to say yes, but I'm thinking of the examples in my head. I feel like, you know what? Yes, because how many girls that I knew were like, oh yeah, I got this. I'm with this man and he got kids. I mean, it's like that on both sides though. But I feel like I knew or come across more women that's dated a man with kids than a man dated a woman with kids. Mm-hmm. And when you think about it, 9 times out of 10, a man with kids, the kids are living with the baby mom. He probably sees the kids once a week. So that woman don't even have to interact with his kids a whole lot. You know what I mean? Like if y'all want to go out, like if I'm a man and I want to take a woman out on a date with kids, I gotta worry about a babysitter. I gotta worry about her schedule. Like I'm not gonna be able to see her a lot. And then eventually I'm gonna have to meet the kids. Like once the relationship progressed, then you're gonna meet the kids because they living together. So you're always gonna be around her kids. But if you a woman dating a man with kids, he don't have the responsibility of taking care of them. So y'all are just gonna be, you know, doing what y'all want. Mm. And yeah, man, you don't have to get in contact with her kids for a while. So you don't have to go through the hassle of babysitters and stuff. Mm. So it's an easier transition to date a man with kids. Yeah, and I guess it also depends on how active he is in their kids' lives also. Mm-hmm. So a really active father, if he doesn't have his kids, like living with them, he probably going to see them a couple times a week. You know, maybe offer to pick them up or drop them to school or, you know, whatever. So it depends on how active that man is in life. But majority of men, they're going to be like, hey, I get my kids on the weekends. That's when I see them.
So you're saying that the woman is more likely to take on the stepmother role?
Yeah, because if I take in a woman with kids, I'm gonna have to provide for her and her kids.
I mean, the other man is supposed to be providing as well.
I mean, depends on the relationship, but she's gonna also look to you to provide something too. Because, like, say if you get with this woman, you marry her, you gotta provide for her and her kids. And before you even get to that point, she gotta know that you're gonna treat her and her kids right.
Them kids ain't running around with your last name.
But that's what a woman gonna be looking for. And when it comes to a man, he ain't really looking for a woman to do nothing with his kids. He's just like, yo, this is my son, this is my daughter. If you give him a gift or do anything, that's fine. But he's not gonna be seeking anything from your relationship in relation to his child. Mm-hmm. A woman's looking for something. Mm-hmm. She's gonna be looking for something. So that's why I think it's easier for women to go out with a man with kids. Because if you're a man dating a woman with kids, it opens up a lot. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to do. You gotta do a lot.
Honestly, I don't know. I'm a little bit conflicted on this because I'm looking at it at the standpoint of women like to compete with each other. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I don't know. It's kind of tough for me to see it. I feel like the easier answer for me to say is, yeah, a woman is more likely to. No, a man is. What am I trying to say? A man is more likely to be a stepfather, I think.
You think so?
I think so. Because it's like, especially when the way I see it these days is like, if she's in her 30s, it's most likely she's gonna have a kid.
Right. I think that goes for both sides.
You know what I mean?
If you single and you in your 30s and you're on the dating market, it's most likely either this man or woman gonna have a kid.
Right, but I feel like a woman is more likely to have kids than a man in their 30s.
More likely, I want to say yes, but I'm thinking about it. A man in his 30s, probably been around the block a few times. And, you know, a kid just got out.
He could be around the block a few times.
But no, you're right. I think you're right. I think you're right.
I'm gonna say, yeah. You have more single men at the age of 30 or in their 30s than you have single men with no kids at the age of around 30 than a woman same age, but she will have kids.
I think you're right, because I'm starting to think of like people in high school that I knew. We're all in our, basically 30s now. Shoot, I can name a couple of men that don't have kids right now, but I'm literally thinking of the list of women. I'm like, no, she got a kid too. She got a kid. So the list is really short. So yeah, no, you could be just based on my experience and what I'm thinking about right now. Then
yeah, like when I think about it, I feel a man is more likely to be a stepfather in that sense because your pool is different now. Like girls is getting kids at 25, 28, whatever, at 30, you know what I'm saying? So I think the man is more likely to be a stepfather. And I think women would like to have or would highly prefer a man that doesn't have any kids because she now doesn't have to compete with another woman. Because like you said,
who's the other woman?
The other woman is the one that he got kids with. He gotta take care of them too. And like you said, she's gonna have the kids. And
so
his current
take
girl,
care of the baby mom.
Yeah,
in terms of what?
In terms of take care and in terms of still having to parent and take care of the kids.
Oh yeah, like he gonna still be in contact.
Yeah,
with the baby
he's
mom.
still gonna be contact. He's still gotta go and spend time with them. He can't just abandon them.
But you don't think a man would feel the same way if she's like constantly talking to her baby father, and
Well, yeah, that it goes both ways. But the man, is going to be more accepting of that than a woman would be.
Okay.
Because women get jealous.
Okay.
It's all about attention. Come on now. Let's talk facts.
Cause I can imagine now, like, say if the baby mom calls 6:00 and you with the new girl, and she like, "What this bitch calling for?
Yeah.
Why she calling you?
What's she ringing your phone? She texting you so many times. Why you can't figure out why she don't want to keep the kids? Why she? You know what I mean? Like, it's always gonna be something, and it's gonna be some sort of competition. Whether, when it's the other way around, she can, give her kids away to her baby father, or, keep them in the house, or, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think that's a double standard with that.
All right. So, but do you think it's easier for a man to date a woman with kids than a woman dating a man with kids?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think men are more accepting of that than a woman.
But the responsibilities differ, though.
Do you think a single woman, a woman with no kids, is gonna date a man with kids?
Yeah, it happens.
No. Okay, it happens, but the likelihood if it was reversed, I don't think so. Especially if this one, I really don't think so.
If we're talking about an age where we're talking about, then yes, in the 30s, like. If you single with no kid, man or female, and you dating in your 30s, you got to accept that somebody's going to have a kid, that this person might have a kid.
Yeah, but I think the likelihood, and we're going to talk percentages, like a single man, what's the percentage of him dating a woman that already have kids versus a single woman, no kids, dating a man with kids?
All right, let me ask you this. What do you think goes through the woman's head when she finds out this man has a kid in comparison to the man? What goes through his head when he finds out the woman has a kid?
So the woman in her head, she's thinking, there is a problematic woman in your life, right? You have kids now, so I'm not going to be a priority. Mm-hmm. Right? So now I have to work around your kids. Am I ready to be a mother to kids that's not mine? Are they living with him? Because it's a possibility. Mm-hmm. Right? Now, what about me and my kids? How is that going to work if I want to have kids later? Mm-hmm. Is that going to interfere with, the development of my child? Because now you taking care of somebody, your other situation. Now you got to take care of mine. Can you handle that? Mm-hmm.
Now, what about the man?
For the man, he's like, okay, she already got kids, right? He probably saying, well, is that man at least going to be helping you with your kids? Uh-huh. When you come and live with me, what's my role with your kids? Mm-hmm. How is that dynamic going to be? I'm the man in the house. I'm the head of the household. Your kids living with me. I'm going to have to take care of them to some extent. Mm-hmm. But where do you draw the line with your man? Where is he on child support? Mm-hmm. I'm not going to just jump and take care of kids like as if they were mine and not receive any help from anything. Especially if I don't have any kids. Now, do you want more kids? I want kids. Mm-hmm. Do you want more? And maybe that guy, maybe he wants 3. She already got 2. Is that out the window?
It's kind of.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what goes on. But I feel, I think the man is more likely to say, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna just go with it. And for her, she's probably like, nah, I probably would rather get a man that doesn't have kids. Mm-hmm.
But the way you describe both situations, it sounds like it's a lot more on the man than a woman. Because we talked about this before, like, you move him, I got a crib. What's the relationship between me and the baby dad now? Because he's still going to be popping up because that's his kids.
But like I said earlier, when a man and a woman sit across from the table on a date, I already know I have to provide.
Yeah.
So even if she got the kids, I still gotta provide.
But a woman, and the man got kids or not, she ain't gotta provide nothing. So there's nothing she gotta do.
And still, even if she didn't have kids, there's nothing she had to do, bro. There's nothing. We just talked about it. Other than love, she's not giving you nothing else. So now that she even has the kids, and I hate to use the word baggage, right? But she has other liabilities or obligations. She has other obligations. That man still has to take care of her obligations and herself.
But yeah, it's like you already coming from the mindset of you're going to provide for this woman. Now to add kids that ain't yours, that's like how many kids we talking to? Like
I know.
If she come up and say she got 3 kids, oh yeah, we could just get the check now. So it's like 3 kids. You don't even get the appetizer. She got 3. You ain't got none. She got 3. When you get 1, that's 4 in the house. It's like, damn, my checks ain't going nowhere. And I only got 1 biological kid.
Hey.
You see what I'm saying? So like, I guess it also depends on how many kids. 1, I think majority of men will accept 1 kid.
Yeah.
After 1 though, it's like, yo, I gotta really think about my future here, because if he said he always envisioned to have 3 kids, you got 2. You gotta, and then say if she give you 3 kids, what the hell that house gonna be looking like? What the hell's gonna be looking like? And then realistically, can you split your love between the 3 kids that's yours and the 2 others that ain't? Like, can you love everybody the same? I know everybody want to act like it, but
everybody act like it.
But like, can you?
I mean, look,
because if I got 3 biological, I'm like, listen, man, I ain't got nothing for y'all anymore. Like, y'all 2 older kids, I got 3 young kids here. Like, I ain't got enough to give you. I'll give you a hug, pat on the back.
Good job. Keep up the good work.
Come
Don't
around
do
Christmas
drugs.
time and see what's going on. But it's just like, that's a lot.
No, it's a lot. But again, as a man, you come from the perspective of a provider, and there's nothing else this woman is gonna be able to give you, because if we talk about monetary gain, there is no monetary gain you're getting from being with a woman, unless she's gonna start a business or something like that, or she has that type of ambition. Right?
So that means you gotta take in her kids then?
Dude, that's what that is. I mean, you're a stepfather at that point. You're the stepfather at that point. And if you...
And then the baby daddy a hothead, you gotta take that in too.
It comes with it. It comes with the territory, man. Like, but you know, it puts a lot more pressure on men. And I feel men aren't getting the credit that they deserve for some of the right. obligations that they have to endure or deal with.
I feel like stepfathers have a hard role. I don't think they get enough praise. It'll be a lot, and they're not gonna get praise. And then bro, I guarantee you, every stepfather has heard the phrase, "You're not my real father," at some point.
Ooh, you know, that stings, man.
At some point.
That was stings.
Because you could be trying to, punish the kids or get in a heated discussion with the kids. What the hell you telling me what to do? You ain't my real father. At some point, you're going to hear that. So then it's like, damn, I did all of this for you. I provided this roof over your head, give you a better life. And you going to tell me I ain't your real father? And then if he start moving like he ain't the real father, is he in the wrong? Sure, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Man, that's gonna be brutal, you know. But again, does that change it? Does this elaboration change your mind or your view on?
No, I think
is a woman more likely to be a stepmother than a man being a stepfather?
If I'm going more likely, maybe the man is more likely. But what's easier, I think the stepmom role is easier than the stepfather role. Bro.
Well, it is easier.
And what's a better option? I'm trying to think, though. Do I know more people being stepmoms or stepfathers in my life, bro?
I know, I would say I know more men that are single without kids, and I know more women who are single with kids.
Okay, yeah, I can say
So again, it's already skewed to make a man accept
that. Oh,
a
man.
woman and her obligations.
All right, so I'll give you this. I think because men have that provider mindset already, they're more likely to take on a woman with kids. Especially if you feeling a woman, you roll the dice and take the chance. Like if you really like this woman, she's bad, great personality, all of that, you roll the dice. You're like, you know what? Let me see how it goes. And if it doesn't work out, it just doesn't work out. A woman could be at the table with you, and then, she probably more likely won't roll that dice.
And to think about it, it's easier for the man to walk away because he doesn't have any kids with her. The single man taking care of the woman with kids, it's easier for him to walk away because those are not his kids. So let's say the relationship doesn't work out. He can leave. Right? And she still got to deal with what she came with. Now, vice versa, if a single woman is looking at a man with kids, the man, he's now got to provide for those kids from the other woman and then provide for this woman. If she thinking about that, like, how does she fit into his life? And we know women want to be first. They want to be number one. They want to be the primary person that reaps all the benefits, right? I don't think they would think that way if a man already has all the obligations.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
No, I can see, like, because, no, you're right, like, with women being, I didn't think about the competition part at first, like, competition with the baby mom. Because, like, I'm thinking from a man perspective, if I was in a relationship with a woman with kids, if you talking to your baby dad, all right, cool, go handle that. Y'all got a kid together. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like some late night text or phone calls going on all the time. Like, all right, it's midnight. You ain't nothing to talk about with the kids during this time unless it's an emergency.
Right. So, like I said, let's say there's a celebration going on or whatever, and the man's baby moms comes over with the kids. Your current girl is over with your current kids. Like, you don't think those two females are gonna feel some type of way?
Bro, how many movies we see that shit happen?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, they're gonna feel a certain type of way. And we gotta run with the stereotype on this one. Like, they're gonna feel some type of way. Not all of them, but most of them will be, right? They might chatter about it. Oh, look what she wearing. Oh, why the kids dressed like that? They could have dressed better. And she ain't come with no gift. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna say something.
With a gift, who she thinks she is giving my child
a gift. What gift is that? You gonna throw that out after this is done. You know what I'm saying? So I think with a dude now, we'd probably be more chill. We'd be like, probably hang around, boom, boom, boom. We ain't gonna be eyeballing and grilling the dude because that's not his woman no more. That's not your girl no more. So it's like, what you mad about?
I think it'll only hit a little bit if you seeing your child around him a lot, like, hey, can you play with me? Or, hey, can you do this? Instead of going to the father, like, can you play with me? They're going to
that's a parenting problem right there.
Yeah, that's the only way I can see the father really having a problem. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Men could get along great. If I was in that situation and I saw that stepfather, I would dap him up like, yo, what's good? What's up? And that's really that.
Yeah, and I think if you water under the bridge, for guys, it's like, yeah, what's up? Boom, boom. And you keep it pushing. You don't like call this dude your best friend now. Like, is it? But I think for females, it might be a little bit different oftentimes. But
And also one more thing, even for the woman, like if you see the father of your child with a new woman, your feelings might reignite for that man a little bit. Like say she sees him fixing him a plate of food, and she be like, he don't like those. I know what he likes. I've been with him before you. And then some fight breaks out.
Or his new woman is fixing him a plate, and she never used to do that. That's gonna burn. Then she got to take a look in the mirror and look at herself. Like, dang, is that why I lost him? Is that why it didn't work? But man, I don't know. That type of shit would probably burn. So like, how would you feel? Like, let's say you go to a party or you go to a function, and your y'all don't have no kids. She shows up, she's there, and she got her new man.
That won't bother me. Nah, me personally, I'll be like, all right, what's up, bro? You know, handle that. Like, if we legit got no kids, like, it really won't bother me. Like, it might just feel a little weird, like, oh, I ain't expect to see her here, but.
Would you talk to her?
Would I talk to her? It depends. If it's like a small party, I'll probably just kill the awkwardness and be like, hey, how you doing? What's up? All right, life's been good, great.
Oh, shit.
But if it's like a, like if we had a club or it's a legit big party, then I'm not going to go out my way to say hi. But if it's a small gathering, I'll say hi. Especially if the relationship didn't end on anything hurtful, I wouldn't mind saying what up. But,
Damn. How you think she gonna be if she saw you? Like,
and I ain't see her?
No, like.
Oh, she saw you?
You think, would you expect her to approach you? Or like how does that? Like, and also you wouldn't feel no type of way with her and her new man.
No, what I'm gonna feel away for? Look, y'all do y'all thing. I had that already. Like, I'm good. If I didn't have, I'll be like, I'm fine.
All right.
Be there, kick it with my boys, or if I have my girl, she'll be with me, or talk to some girl at the party. That's it.
Damn, that's how the drama starts, bro. That's how it started. They start playing the little games and the this and the that. But wow, I don't know. I mean, for me, I wouldn't feel no type of way either. It's just what it is, what it is. I'm done with that. Moved on. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they really, and I've had some friends, they get really worked up about that. They get worked up about it. Man, yo, I can't be in here, yo. Like, nah. And they leave or something. Like, even girls, they like trying to hide and not, oh, who's this dude?
Man, I spent all this time getting ready to come to this party, and now I'm just about to dip.
Hey, some people can't handle it, man. Some people can't handle it.
Yeah, bro.
But on that note, I'm gonna wrap this episode up. This is pretty good, pretty deep.
Yeah, pretty funny.
Another perspective, really. Especially with the a man being comfortable taking money from a woman thing. That,
because there are a lot of men out there too who just live off their woman, bro. Like taking her car in her crib, eating her food, taking her money. It's like, bro, what are you doing?
Drinking all the Capri Suns.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I've seen some men like that who just drive the woman car, let the woman pay for like mainly everything. It's just like, yo, what are you doing? Now, I'm not against her helping out for a while, but when you overuse like that, like you in her crib, taking her car for a spin, using her money, and she's the one to pay for everything when she's around, when y'all together, it's like,
Yeah. And those are typically the type of men that those women go for, the ones that are broke, don't have nothing going for themselves but some sort of facade on Instagram, or I don't know. Yo, it was funny. It's funny, like some of these dudes, like, you meet them in person, like, yeah, I'm not trying to call nobody out, but you meet these people in person, yo, they broke as a joke, bro. Like, but you would swear up and down that they got it, bro.
Yeah, and social media.
You would really think up and down that they got this shit, and I'm just like, damn. So it really ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you asking people for $5, like what? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, and I experienced that firsthand. I'm like, whoa, that's wild. But hey, another topic for another time. This is a Straight Up R&D Podcast. Hope y'all enjoy the episode. Definitely like, comment, subscribe. Let us know your thoughts. And yeah, should a man be comfortable with asking a woman for money? And, you know, is a woman more likely to be a stepmother than a man being a stepfather? Legit questions.
Yeah, legit questions.
Legit questions. Sound off in the comments and let us know. I'm Rich. I'm signing out.
D signing out.
See you guys in the next one. Deuces.
Later.